So as I mentioned, Heidi just finished her freshman year at Baylor in composition, and so obviously I had to get her to be a part of this because she's incredible and has written some really incredible choral, a piece for clarinet, some piano pieces. I could go on about a lot of works that you've done. So I was like, Heidi, can you come help? Because I wanted some classical, some pop. I went to classical school too, but I am a songwriter, I'm not a composer. So we gave these students, I really gave them 4 days, the daunting task of ideating, writing a chord progression, coming up with lyrics, and then producing essentially who do you want on this in 5 days. None of these kids had written a song before. And when you sit down, you're like, day one, I talk about the different kind of songs you can write. What do you want to write about? Like, it's almost too broad to wrap your mind around, so I'm really impressed that they all chose something. And the theme that we kept coming back to is what makes a piece of music compelling? And we love, every single one of us in the room has listened to music. I hope you all love music. It's an integral part of our society, and we all love it for several different reasons, one of which we listen to it, even if it doesn't have words, and we go, I get that, I've experienced that, that puts words to something that I've experienced. So my goal this week was, can you write something that someone else can go, I get that? And a lot of times, even if you feel like, oh, no one else would understand this, they do, and that's actually the most compelling type of songs. What makes a song compelling? Oh, my mic died. What makes a song compelling musically? There's a whole concept I kept talking about. The songwriters have heard it over and over again. Tension and release, tension and release. We need suffering. We need lament. We need darkness to contrast. It makes the light and it makes the resolution so much more powerful, which is a reflection of the human experience. We're really writing little pieces of the human experience that resonate with us. And this is part of who God calls us to be, is people that give voice to, that we can turn to each other, and that we have something to say. I have this human experience, I have this human story, that we have our imagination, we have instruments, and we have structure, and we've given them structure to work within, and within that, they have absolutely opened up. I said to them day one, structure is not, it's a C.S. Lewis quote, structure is not a cage, it is a cathedral for the soul. And so they worked within that, and it was incredible. So you're gonna see, I played them a breakup song that I wrote as like inspiration, and I might have accidentally inspired, so we have some breakup songs, we have some sad songs, we have some great songs about coming home, which is something that we have all experienced. We have a song about an orange. Because I jokingly said, you can do an object study, and if you want to write a song that's all about an orange, you can. She's going to tell you more about that. Maybe it's not just about orange. So I'm really excited to have you all experience this world premiere. I'm so proud of each one of these musicians, and I hope you all keep creating. With that, Theo, can you come and give us up?
Alright, this song is about returning home in the summertime. I titled this, Coming Back Home. My bones in this valley here, and I returned in June this year. I love to see the wildflowers, hear the birds sing by the hour. I'm excited for the summertime, gonna be back in this land of mine. Hike the mountains, fish the streams, watch the stars and softly dream. Well, go camping, rodeo. Say hello to the friends we know. Go to the lake on a sunny day. Maybe there a song will play. And jumping into the summertime and hang out with these friends of mine. Hike the mountains, fish the streams, watch the stars and softly dream. I'm leaving Kansas behind. It isn't too bad if you're wondering why. It's only human and flower around. You'd only stay there if your mind isn't sound. And now I'm in the summertime and everything is going fine. Hike the mountains, fish the streams, watch the stars and softly dream.
I'm ready for summer now. Okay, bias. Matthias, can you tell us a little bit about what your song is about? Do you need your voices? You tell us.
Okay, so my song is about Psalm 64, and the first and last verse is mainly the song, but the middle verse isn't really.
Which is good.
Yeah.
We talked about lots of songwriters take poems and take scripture and make it into their song. So what are the big themes that you took away from the song and then put in your chorus?
That God will fight for me, and that sometimes when the enemy attacks us, He is there and will comfort us.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. And what's the name of your song?
my provider.
Oh, and I'm reading something.
Yeah.
Go. For Psalm 64. Hear me, O God, as I voice my complaint. Protect my life from the threat of the enemy. Hide me from the conspiracy of the wicked, from the plots of evildoers. They sharpen their tongues like swords and aim cruel words like deadly arrows. They shoot from ambush at the innocent. They shoot suddenly without fear. They encourage each other in evil plans. They talk about hiding their snares. They say, who will see it? They plot injustice and say, we have devised a perfect plan. Surely the human mind and heart are cunning. But God will shoot them with his arrows. They will suddenly be struck down. He will turn their tongues against them and bring them to ruin. All who see them will shake their heads in scorn. All people will fear. They will proclaim the works of God and ponder what he has done.
Hear me, O God, and protect me. Hide me from the wicked. They sharpen their tongues like swords and aim their words like deadly arrows. But God righteous will rejoice in the Lord and take refuge in him. All the upright in heart will glorify him.
I love the creativity. You know, Heidi and I we taught structure. We taught a chord progression, we taught A form, B form, and then you can come back and, as we were saying, as our professors have told us, you learn the rules, break the rules. And these kids did some super creative stuff, which I loved that. I'm gonna have Miss Gemma. Here she is.
So my name is Gemma, and today I'll be presenting the song that I wrote. It's about moments that are so beautiful and you wish you could hold on to them forever. It's called Times Like a River.
Time is like a river rushing by. You can't stop it even if you try. Water keeps on flowing fast. Childhood days go by so fast. They go by fast. In the yard we play dress up, a new adventure every day, pretending we were grown up, thought it would always be the same. Everything now starts to change. Time is like a river rushing by. You can't stop it even if you try. Water
just in your theater teacher voice what your song's about.
Awesome. My name is Paige Middleton, and like Emma said, I decided to write a song about an orange.
At first, I started off just having a song sort of for fun. I was just going to describe the characteristics of an orange. But as I started writing the song, I realized that the orange stood more of a metaphor for us. And how when you're in high school, it's so hard. You have this journey where you're still clinging to childhood, but then you also know you're about to be cast into the real world. And what do you want to take from your home, and what do you want to implement from the world beyond? So this is just kind of my way of digesting the excitement and fear of going into the real world.
It's always more than an orange, right? Paige came to me. She actually plays violin with us sometimes. She is in a professional orchestra as a 16-year-old. She's an amazing violinist who has been in the classical world, which classical and contemporary writing styles are like distant cousins in some ways. And Paige, I got Heidi because I was like, maybe someone wants to write more like a composition with sheet music and stuff. And Paige was like, no, I want to write a chord chart. So huge kudos to you for diving in with everything. I'm going to sing this, so I'll be the voice, the narrator. Yeah, cool. Let's do this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Drifting through the water, far away from home, swimming with the otters, bobbing in the foam. Fell from the tree, now all alone, tries to come back home. Obstacles and dangers fill the voyage beyond, yet new adventures are now rising with the dawn. The little orange is kind and bright and never loses hope, even on the darkest stormy night. It always thinks of home. The orange knows that the sun will shine and everything will fine. Traveling to every height, the orange will come back home. As the sky dims and the fog rolls in, thunder claps and rain pours, causing such a din. The orange's heart begins to soar. Will it come back home? Obstacles and dangers fill the voyage beyond, yet new adventures are now rising with the dawn. The little orange is kind and bright, it never loses hope, even on the darkest stormy night. It always thinks of home. The orange knows that the sun will shine and everything be fine. Traveling to every height, the orange will come back home. The storm ends and the sky calms. The orange looks up and it's that mom. Back home again with family and friends. Glad that his journey has come to an end. It's also a lot if you've never tried to write a poem and then fit it into like 1, 2, 3, 4. All of a sudden you're like, I gotta lose this word and then I gotta think about this, which is good. It gets us one concept I worked on with them. Every day we would do, also whoever's singing next can come on up, Ethan. Every day we would do a Harkness circle, which is a fancy artsy word for Socratic discussion of sorts. And one of the Harkness circles we were talking about, how does art show us who God is? And Stella, I believe, said something about, I'm so busy and this makes me slow down. It makes me take time, whether it's getting the painting right, or you have to be so specific with that woodworking, or really honing in your character, thinking, what word do I actually want here? And that's exactly what I love about art, is it makes us really go, what do I mean here? What's the difference? And you had to work on that too. I'm gonna let you shift over. Tell us about your song.
Okay, so my song is called Stay, and it's about just not moving and wanting to be in the same place and the comfort of home. The moving truck left in the night was wet, so I just broke down. Felt like a clown, alone on the ground, just moved across town. Stay, why can't I just stay? But I started to change. This new place is strange. How do I explain? Guess I just gotta work the pain. Not a rainy day. I don't wanna be back slow again. See this way. Why can't I stay? Don't wanna move away. I feel the pain. Change is hard, like a lumber yard. I feel the pain. Stay, why can't I just stay? But I started to change. This new place is strange. How do I explain? Guess I just gotta walk the lane. Not a day, don't wanna make it right. Someone else is right. Why can't I stay?
I feel like I could just, drive in the car and cry. I'm not even. Also, shout out. So these band members play with me every Sunday right here at Trinity Church for church services. But they are also incredible musicians in their own rights. They're both local bands. I mean, I could go on and on about the two of you. But thank you, John. Thank you, Larry, for playing with us today. I sent them this sheet music at like 9 o'clock last night. So we also put, this is why it's a lab experience, right? We're not taking this to Carnegie Hall. Maybe someday. Musicians. Yeah. We have our bassist of the band coming up, singing his song. Day one, I asked everyone to just write a chorus, anticipating that someone was going to go, at the end of day one, I'm not doing lyrics. And so I come up to Joe because I challenged everyone to write a chorus, and I said, do you have an idea? He said, well, I have this lick. And I said, well, do you want to come up with words? And I'm going to let him tell you. His song does have words, and I'm going to let him tell you. what it's about.
Alright, so my song is called The Doggy Named Mommy.
That's it. Who inspired you? What musical artist inspired you?
Oh, B.B. King inspired me. So if you know Tyler Jaker, he picked a B.B. King album at the Vinyl Club at Oak Christian, and I've loved blues ever since. And so the song is inspired by B.B. King. My dog ain't with me no more. And now I have no one to walk with the door. Bobby, a greyhound. I said, Bobby, a greyhound. But now he's locked up in the pound.
Take it away, Brother Jones. I'm so glad that Joe chose to keep writing words, aren't you? And I said, we need to come up with a B section, like give some compelling. Who's next? Come on up, whoever's next. Oh, can't keep it there. I did. And now we all know that Pastor Kurt has allergies to dogs. Sad. Elijah, tell us a bit about your song.
Okay, so I'm gonna break the song. So, but in my defense, Evan didn't tell me that we were performing these. So,
I didn't tell them.
the corny
The end of the
15-year-old boy I am.
that you stuck with it. I did kind of forget. I mean, if you read carefully the whole premise of the week, but I did say come up with a song idea in the end of day one. I said, and guys, we'll be preparing these for the general public, and half of them. But you kept with it. What's your song called?
It's called Too Much, and it's basically saying, like, I wish I could have been with you, but it's just feeling too much, I feel too much.
Yeah. He came up with, that's called a hook in music. It's what gets stuck in our brain. It's the punch of the song. He came up with, this is one of those examples where he came up with too much and built the whole song around the phrase too much. And this is how it goes. Anybody remember how it starts?
I was just too much for you. Not enough for you to stay. Now we cross paths like strangers, but I don't wanna look at you that way. Yes, we could have helped. Yes, we could have tried. Yes, I never had to let you go. This is how I wish I had you. Yes, you could have stayed. I wish I could have kept your love. Yes, my wish would come true. And I'd be asking too much. You say that it gets easier over time. Every time I heard more than the last, it's okay, I'll be fine. These good things never last. I wish we could have, wish we could have tried. I wish I never had to close this life. I wish I never knew. I wish we could be more. I wish we could have stayed. I wish I could have kept your love. Wish my wish would come true. And again, I'd be asking too much.
Part two of his song, he's gonna add a rap, so come back for that next. Awesome. Oh, we're already at the end of our concert. Oh my goodness. Miss Abby, can you tell us about your song?
Okay, so this wasn't what I was originally gonna write my song about, but then I was thinking about Emma's breakup song. So this is kind of like a made-up scenario of a like sort of breakup song, and just like it is called Standing Tall, and just like standing tall in like hard times. Nice.
And to that point, one encouragement I gave them is, hey, what makes a compelling story? Feel like we all have different threads of our lives, and this is a thread of relational hardship that we've all experienced in different facets. You're able to take a facet of relational tension and make it into, if you want it to be, a romantic breakup song. And that's what you did, because we have that storytelling capacity. So great job. Let's do this thing.
Now I have to pick up the pieces.
art exhibition. Thank you all for taking a chance on this, because this is a dream of mine from January. This is the first time it's happened. Clearly, you care enough about faith in the arts to send your kids here, and I couldn't be more grateful. They've had such a great week, and I really hope that they come back next year. I would also like to take the chance. I told the kids this morning, but I mentioned I'm the worship person here. I'm also the youth gal here. And Will, who did the building track, he and I are doing a youth campfire series. There's every other Thursday this summer right here at the church, and we're just going to have a fire and snacks and yard games, and it's going to be fun. So if that sounds interesting to any of you middle schoolers and high schoolers, this doesn't have to end today, and I hope it doesn't. I wanted to have Pastor Kurt come up. Pastor Kurt, when I asked him in January, I said, hey, by the way, can you also be integrally involved in integral? Can you be an integral part of this week? So he helped me. He had the idea of Ephesians 2:10, because the Greek word is poema. I don't know what to say. But it was the whole artistic idea started from workmanship, and so he got to give a little devotional every morning to your kids. And so I just wanted to invite him up to close this out, because I feel like that's appropriate. I've been up here too much. I'm gonna let you finish it.
I don't know about you, but I'm totally blown away, aren't you? This has been such a blast for me to be a part of, and just kind of doing laughter in the church over the last week and getting glimpses of all of these things, and then seeing it all come together today has been amazing. So parents, I want to say thank you for giving us your children this week. I actually want to make just a few commendations. There are so many people who contributed to this week. We had our maestros. You guys did more than this week. You've been at work for many months before that. We had people making meals and creating signs and setting stuff up. There were so many man hours of people totally devoted to what we did this week. And so would you give them a round of applause? And though she was one part of the team, this was her vision. And when she said, hey, I'm thinking about doing this Faith in the Arts Academy, and I said, awesome. And she said, summer. My first thought was summer of 2026. And she said, no, summer of 2025. And I went, we better get to work. And one of my great joys of my job and my ministry is that I get to work with you. And I'm going to cry. Like, by the grace of God, Emma came to Trinity a little over 6 months ago, and I moved here from Dallas last year. So I did not have this on my bingo card that Emma was going to be the leader of our worship ministry, and she's been a gift from God, and it's so much fun working with her. She soaks everything up like a sponge. She has an amazing spirit. She has a very deep love for the Lord, and she is a gift to our church. And it was her vision this week, and she has poured herself out. So I just want to say, well done. You please go forward. You for the Lord this week. You have blessed these families, and I kept looking at Martha like, we did it. It has been amazing. And now I want to talk to you, youth, those of you who participated this week. First of all, I never anticipated my allergies becoming a lyric in a song. And Joe, wherever you are, I thank you for memorializing that forever. Here we go. I want all of you, youth, stand up for a second.
Even if you weren't an apprentice.
I know you know it by now. We are going to say Ephesians 2:10 together. Are you ready? For you are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. Do not lose that verse. You can sit down now. I want you to know I picked that verse very intentionally. Obviously, it makes a lot of sense. That word workmanship is poema, where we get our word poem. And what I've been telling you all week is that you are an expression of God's heart. You are the work of art of God. and that God not only is a creator, but he created you to create. And the last thing I want to tell you is this. It's going to require two things for you to live that out: faith and courage. Faith in that is indeed who our God is, and that is the creative God that we have, that we worship, and that is what he did by pouring himself out in you for you to turn around and pour yourself out in creativity. So that's the faith. The courage part you just experienced. Because if art is an expression of our heart, it is a vulnerable place to say, this is who I am, this is what God has given me, this is how God has gifted me, and I am going to put it on display for the world to see and hear and touch and whatever else, and maybe next year taste. And that requires courage. And I just want to say well done this week. It took so much courage for you to put yourself out there. Some of you were up in front of a group for the first time in your life, standing by your artwork and saying, this is what I did, this is how I poured my heart out this week. And I am so impressed. I'm so proud of you. I'm so encouraged by you. So well done. Would you give your children a massive and I wasn't done. Did you think I was done? Oh, my bad. No, I would have said goodbye. And apparently we've already decided we're doing this next year. Just say yes and amen. Yes and amen. We're doing it next year. So I hope to see your kids back, and I hope that they bring 3 friends, and I'd love to fill up this building even more. Parents, I just want to invite you, if you are looking for a church, Trinity Church is my church home and my church family. Our mission at Trinity Church is to awaken the valley to the joyful adventure of life with Jesus. That is the heartbeat of our church. That is what God has called us to in the new chapter for our church. That is where I am leading, and a whole lot of people are ready to run. So if you're looking for a church home, I want to invite you. We meet here at 11 o'clock, 9:30 at the Beaver Creek Chapel. You are invited to that. And even if you're not a follower of Jesus, if you're here and you're not a Christian, but you've got big questions, I want you to know this is a church that is safe to ask the biggest question you can possibly think of. Because we are all learners. We are all on a journey to get to know our God more. And so if you've got big questions, I'd love to be able to talk with you about that. God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Dads, raise your hand.
Look at all the dads.
Just because it's Father's Day weekend, you are a gift to your children. You are absolutely essential in your children's lives. And I want to commend you for being faithful to your family and to your kids. And I pray for you right now that you continue to be the man, the husband, and the father that the Lord has equipped you to be. So happy Father's Day to you. Happy weekend to everybody. And now I'm officially done.
Wow. I'm not gonna cry.
Yes, you are.
I was just coming up here to give final instructions. I don't have anything left to say, but I'm really thankful for you all. Apprentices, if you have things to take with you, nicely pack them up. Don't let them get muddled on the way out. We are released. So grab your things, and yeah, that's kind of it. We'll see you all soon. You guys ready for a pop concert now? I think
Yeah.